One thing is guaranteed. Becoming a tennis champion comes with a substantial financial reward. In Carlos's situation, his net worth is predicted to hit $15 million as of 2024 within such a short period of career time. That is enough to make any individual's mouth wide open. So how does Carlos Alcaraz spend his millions? Welcome to Tennis Flicks, a channel dedicated to the latest and greatest in the tennis world. You will be captivated by today's amazing video, how Carlos Alcaraz spends his millions. Let's get started. $1 million worth of real estate, an expensive automobile collection, the most costly watches, or luxury items. Please hold your breath for a minute. If you're waiting to find out exactly how much the talented and intelligent player spends his millions on extremely expensive items, you'll have to wait a long time, because he is not expecting to spend his hard-earned money on unnecessary stuff at this time. Consider his $3 million success as proof of his skyrocketing revenue. That was how much the Wimbledon champion Carlos Alcaraz earned after defeating Novak Djokovic in July 2023. It's clear that tennis players stand strong at the top of the ATP rankings and earn a lot of money, not only through his tennis revenue but also through sponsorship deals. Carlos Alcaraz has been able to earn a lot. I mean, he has earned a stunning $22 million in just 5 years of an incredible career. So absolutely, he has enough money to buy everything he wants and still has enough in his bank account. However, it appears that this 21-year-old tennis pro leads one of the most down-to-earth lives for a millionaire his age. In addition, you can see it in almost whatever he possesses. Endorsements and philanthropy. Alcaraz is sponsored by Nike for clothes and shoes, as well as Babolat for rackets, where he uses the Babolat Pure Aero 98. In January 2022, he became a Rolex brand ambassador. In January 2023, he was named an ambassador for the clothing brand Calvin Klein, specifically for their 1996 underwear campaign. Alcaraz joined Louis Vuitton's brand ambassador program in June 2023. Carlos seemed to have captured the affection of the tennis world, not just with his ability on the court, but also with his generosity. He has gained the best habit of not forgetting the past. Mansions. It's no surprise that this champion began his journey in 2018 when 15-year-old Carlos chose to pursue his passion for the sport to the next level by embarking on his professional tennis career. But let's be honest, you can't climb to the top without the proper training. Am I right? It's not easy to be an expert tennis player. Standing apart from everyone else requires a great deal of skill, preparation, and commitment. Fortunately for the young champion, he had his father, Carlos Alcaraz Gonzalez. Carlos Alcaraz Gonzalez was a top 40 tennis player, making him the ideal option to oversee all aspects of young Carlos's growth. His father's advice wasn't sufficient, given that if you want to be the greatest, you must learn with the very best. So, to ensure that he received all of the necessary professional training, his father entered him at one of Spain's premier tennis academies, the Ferrero Equalite Sport Academy, founded by former world top-ranked player Juan Carlos Ferrero. To participate in such a challenging tennis development program, Carlos had to pay a stunning $4,500 per month. Carlos has repeatedly demonstrated that he was well worth the money that was spent. Anyway, while he originally attended the academy, he was assigned a little 25 square meter space. However, after a while, he received an upgrade to a larger 90 square meter pad. Now, what's inside Carlos's room at the academy is not much out against the typical, as it mainly meets his basic requirements. Moving on, his car collection. Carlos began to show hints that he might become an inspiration for the ATP Tour at the age of 18. Some of you might have seen, in 2022, Alcaraz posted a photo on Instagram praising his achievement after receiving his driver's license. Now let's be honest, who wouldn't be eager to hit the pavement with such a bright future ahead? You would expect a skilled athlete like Carlos to be driving a showy, high-end automobile, right? However, instead of a flashy four-wheeled vehicle, the Spaniard chose a $100,000 BMW iX. This crazy vehicle is an all-electric SUV with dual electric motors per axle. So when it comes to horsepower, it doesn't play around. It can produce 300 to a whopping 500 horsepower. The Spaniard also has a BMW 1 Series, which costs $76,000. Now yeah, it's less expensive than the initial one, yet it's still impressive. However, like his automobile collection, his watch collection is both modest and classy. His watch collection. We're referring to a watch collection with only 2 outstanding Rolex timepieces, including this limited edition Rolex Daytona watch, which was noticed on his wrist when he claimed the Wimbledon title in July. The beautiful masterwork was released in 2021 and is estimated to be worth approximately $85,000. After he won his very first Grand Slam, the US Open, in 2022, the Spaniard proudly wore his $34,000 Rolex Daytona Black Dial watch while clutching the trophy. It gave a sense of elegance to Garfia's celebration. As a brilliant player, he has grown into a role model for prospective tennis players around the world. His exceptional skills, drive, and sportsmanship ensure a successful future in tennis. Who claimed that being humble had to prevent you from arriving in elegance to your initial Grand Slam event? Career highlights. Now, as we already know, Carlos Alcaraz Garcia is a Spanish professional tennis player. He has been ranked as high as world #1 in singles by the Association of Tennis Professionals. Alcaraz has won 15 ATP Tour singles titles, including 4 Grand Slams and 5 Masters 1000 titles. Alcaraz became the youngest man and first male teenager in the Open era to top the singles rankings after winning the 2022 US Open at the age of 19 years. Alcaraz began his professional career at the age of 15 in 2018, and has since won 3 ITF Men's World Tennis Tour titles and 4 ATP Challenger Tour titles. He entered the top 100 rankings in May 2021 and finished the year in the top 35 after making his first major quarterfinal at the US Open. At the age of 18, Alcaraz won his first Masters 1000 championship at the Miami Open in March 2022 and his second at the Madrid Open, defeating Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Alexander Zverev in order. In late 2022, Alcaraz won his initial major singles championship at the US Open. He finished the year as the youngest year-end #1 in ATP ranking ever, and his accomplishment earned him the Laureus World Breakthrough of the Year award. In conclusion, some argue he's extremely talented, yet the majority consider that he's naturally gifted. In the midst of all of that, guess what? He seemed to have been born in that manner, given he is only in his 20s and has accomplished so much in a relatively short period of time. He rose to the top of the rankings faster than any other player in the course of time. He has also been looked at alongside the best tennis players of every era, including Rafael Nadal, Mats Wilander, and Michael Chang. They all transformed the field of tennis in their own unique path, leaving a lasting impression on the sport. Today's video has come to an end. We looked at how Carlos Alcaraz spends his millions. We sincerely hope you found enjoyment in gaining insights into the lifestyle of Carlos Alcaraz with a bright career journey. From his lowly beginnings as a newcomer to becoming king, he did not even purchase himself a mansion with his vast wealth. His journey serves as an example of excellence for future generations. At only 21 years old, Spanish tennis sensation Carlos Alcaraz has already taken the sport by surprise with his amazing talents and evident brilliance. However, it's not simply his tennis skills that have grabbed our interest. It's his incredible spirit to help everybody who requires assistance through his foundation. For more intriguing content, don't forget to comment on your favorite part of our video and why, like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Until then, we look forward to seeing you in our next video. If you have a video idea for our channel, please comment and our team will respond immediately. Game, set, match.